Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we need to reveal our dad joke of the day. Why can't a leopard hide? He's always spotted. All right. The ironic thing is the spots are intended to let them hide, and enhance their hideability. Anyway, our member count is still at 184. We are getting so close to hitting that goal of 200. Every little bit counts. So if you would like to help us reach that goal, you can hit that join button under the video. And for as low as $5 a month, you get perks like early access to videos. You get words on the various wheels that I spin. And you support the channel and help keep it going. All right. Well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Tiger Nose Mascara Pace, Rate Blush Dye Clip, Sweat Towel Score Trail, Rank Fidget Stockings, and Grade. I feel like mascara and stockings give a kind of vibe, and blush. I don't know though. We've had a very similar category recently. Dye. It might be a category, but I'm not going to lock it in yet. I'm getting like weird vibes out of it. Like it's not quite right. And they're also like all next to each other up here. So let's just see what else we can find. Tigers have stripes. Is this related to the dad joke I just did? That would be funny if the dad joke primed me to find like tigers have stripes category, but I don't really see what else. I don't think that's it. What else are we doing with tiger though? Tiger. Is it a property of tiger or is it a fill in the blank? Tiger Woods? If it's names of golf players, that's the only golf player I know, so that's not going to work for me. Nose. What are we doing with nose? Things that smell. You can be nosy. Huh. Mascara. I thought about mascara with blush, dye, stockings, but I don't know if that's it. Mascara goes on the around the eyes, right? Pace. So things you do when you're nervous. You pace, you fidget, you sweat. What is the other thing you do when you're nervous? Dye, blush. You can blush when you're nervous. Okay, I don't think this is purple, but I'm not going for purple first today. So we're just gonna try this one. Yeah, there we go. So I was right. Not at least blush isn't in that category if it is one. Exhibit nervousness. There we go. Rank can mean it smells bad, and noses do the smelling, but that doesn't feel like a category at all. Your rank and your grade and your rate and your score, maybe? Yeah, this is just probably yellow, just synonyms for like your ranking, evaluate. Oh, it's verbs actually. You evaluate something, you grade it, you rank it, you rate it, you score it. Okay, I was thinking nouns. So we're down to the blue purple. So we got to think a little bit outside the box here. So like hair dye, mascara, stockings are still here. We have towel, we have clip. Like you could have like hair dye, hair clip, hair tiger. No, like a hair towel. Well, there's nose hair. I really don't think that's it. But if it is, tiger, trail, mascara, and stockings would be something. I feel like no matter what, it feels like we're putting tiger and trail together, but I don't know what that would be. Something about stripes or tiger stalk, stockings, tiger stalk. The celery stalks at midnight. Maybe we're like using letters from something like mascara, like we're word playing. Has car in the middle of it. That seems a bit strange. I don't think it would be that. Die is like a really good target for homophones, but I don't think we're doing that either because I don't see other homophone things. Tiger. What do we know about tigers? There's Tony the Tiger. I mean, we've had cereal mascots so many times. There's Tony the Tiger, and then there's like Follow Your Nose for Toucan Sam, but that really doesn't feel right. And I don't think there's two others anyway. Clip can mean to like to cut something. You can have a clip of something, like a clip of video, clip of audio, or like a hair clip, or just any kind of fastening clip. None of this is like I'm saying this out loud in the hopes that it triggers. Oh, that this also does that, but nothing so far. I think the purple is going to be fill in the blank. Something just feels off, but I don't know what fill in the blank we're doing. But what would the blue be? I should still be able to find blue. I still think probably tiger and trail go together. I'm just getting that vibe, but I don't know why. I mean, it's more about like not going with a bunch of these other things than about going together. You can say you like your car nosed another car, right? You just barely tapped it with your front of your car. You can clip means something similar to that. Like, oh, I just clipped him. Like almost missed, but didn't. Grazed it. But nothing else really means that. Now, stockings is definitely a noun. And it's plural. So towel. I don't know. Do I try like mascara, stockings, dye, and clip? Just as like you're getting dressed up? Or are you showering? Like you're getting ready, so you use a towel? I think at this point, I'm just going to try these four and see if we're one away or not. We are one away. So I think towel goes in and maybe stockings go out because it feels the least like stuff you're gonna do when you get ready. I don't know. That's not one away. Okay, so towel does not belong in whatever this group is, and stockings does. Ooh, so nose, tiger, or trail. Ooh, what the heck? Is it hair dye? Is there a hair stockings? Well, it wasn't going to be hair towel anyway. Hair clip is a thing. I don't think there's hair mascara, but I'm wondering about whether I should remove mascara. I have one more mistake I can use for information. So I could remove one of these and add one of these and see what happens. Dye, mascara, stocking. So three of these have something to do with each other, and towel does not. Towel goes with one of these that doesn't belong. Oh, boy. What would nose, tiger, or trail have anything to do with that? I mean, I know we have to think outside the box. I'm struggling. This is a long one. So maybe, let's see, what makes the most sense to remove? I can't remove stockings. Already tried that. Clip, maybe? Clip, nose, trail, towel. So does tiger go in here? That's one away. Okay, so I removed clip and added tiger, and we're one away. So there's two options. Either both clip and tiger belong in, and I'm supposed to remove mascara or dye, or neither clip and tiger go in, and I'm supposed to add nose or trail. That's it. Those are the options. And I know stockings belongs in that larger category. So I gotta figure out. So does that mean tiger and clip definitely go together? Is there any case where tiger and clip don't go together? And that would mean they either go with towel or they go with two of these two. I don't see how they could not go together. Oh, they could not go together by. Um, is that true? No, no, yeah, they go together. Tiger and clip go together. So what do those have anything to do with each other? Pretty sure. Claw, like you have those claws that are a clip. So what claw might mean? So claw can mean tiger. Claw can mean clip. I don't know what else claw would mean. Darn, I thought I was onto something. Well, no, it wouldn't be what claw would mean. Tigers have claws. Clips have claws. Do stockings have claws? And mascara? So is it like this? I don't know why mascara would have claws. It's just a little like fuzzy brush, right? That you, is that the one that you pencil on? Either way, I don't see what a claw would have to do with mascara, but also I don't know why claw would be related to dye. So I don't know. Maybe it's not that. I'm just trying to think. Stockings, I was thinking maybe like the fastener for stockings were claw-like. But what would dye nose towel trail be? Like that. None of this is making sense. I did say I thought tiger and trail went together, but it might not be true. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the darkness of the night. Nose towel. Yeah, I don't know. This is my best guess, but I don't know what this other category would be. Trail, towel, nose, dye. I just don't think mascara has anything to do with claws. But neither does dye. Okay, so I don't know. We know tiger and clip go together in some way. So if it's not claw related, what is it? I don't think it would be stripe related either. What else is true about tigers? Maybe it's a fill in the blank. I can't think of a fill in the blank that involves tiger, though. Tiger Woods. Tiger. Tony the Tiger. Huh. The funny thing about tigers. Will be clip. Yeah, I'm lost and I don't know what to do. I feel like anything that I try has a very high chance of just being wrong, outright wrong. So tiger and clip either go with two out of these three, or they go with towel and one of these two. So what if they went with towel? What would that mean? A towel, a tiger, and a clip. Trail mix. Nose dive. Towel. Is there a fill in the blank with towel that would make sense? Bath towel. There's all kinds of different kinds of towels. Hand towel. Yeah. I don't know. Do I try it with stockings and mascara? Or dye? I feel like mascara and dye are like similar concepts. Nose ring. Trail mix. The no, I don't know. I guess I'll go with this and lose. We'll see what it is. Yeah. All right, next time, yeah. Okay, so blue was things that can run annoyingly. So dye can run, mascara can run, your nose can run, and stockings can run. So dye and mascara are very similar things. They're bleeding somewhere they shouldn't go. When your nose runs, that's, obviously when you're sick or whatever. And then stockings running, I think, is when they get that rip in it, right? Paper blank, paper clip, paper tiger. What's a paper tiger? Paper towel. And what's a paper trail? Oh, like he leaves a paper trail? Oof. Yeah, this was really hard to pick apart. Yikes, those were really difficult. All right, so I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5, and I think we have a 65% solve rate. Let's see. What the heck? The nose is running. Okay. 2 out of 5. Wow. I guess they're assuming you know one or the other. 41%. Okay, so even lower than way lower than I said. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who had trouble. I wonder if this will improve with once we get to 1,000,000 games. But yeah, there was one person with my exact game. Hello, twin. Okay. Evaluate first, green first. Very few people getting purple or blue first. Second, it evens out a little bit, but still very few getting those. And that's for winning games. Ever, yeah, people are down to the blue purple. Some of them aren't even getting green. 24% got only yellow. 29%, if I can add. 29% got green and yellow, and 4% got nothing. Wow. That's a huge percentage for that. Yeah, and just people just like, what the heck is going on with blue and purple? I don't know. Mascara, blush, dye, and clip being cosmetics is something I think I considered, or something similar to that at least. Maybe I wanted stockings in there. But yeah, yeah, I just wasn't getting it. I wasn't making the connection. What are people getting first? Yellow first, green first, and then a bunch of mistakes. No one's getting blue first, purple first in this list. Purple first is all the way down here. Blue first is even lower. Both at 1%. Okay. Well, how did you do? Let's do the easy pips. All right. We definitely need two that equal up here, and we need two that equal down here. So we got to do the 3, 3, 3 here, and we can do the 3. Sorry, we need another double. Yeah, the double 1 here, and then these are equal. So we have the 3, 2 here and the 2, 4 here, and that adds to 9. So we need 4, 5, and we're done. All right. Let's do the medium. Okay, so we need something in this. See, what's our in? A greater than 3 and then a small digit. So what do we have that's greater than 3? Just 2 4s. So let's pick the smallest digit and see how that goes. 4, 1. And then we can do the 2, 3, and then a blank. Oh, we don't have a blank greater than 3, so that's not going to work. In fact, the other greater than 3 is right here. So that has to go down because we need a domino right here. So we need the 1, 1 here, I guess. This could be 4, 1, though, with a 2, 3 across. I think that would be better. I think I want to swap these. 4, 2, and then the 4, 1 goes down, and then now this is the 2, 3, because I need to get rid of big numbers, because these are all small. So now this is the 1, 1. Oh, you know what? It's the other way. Shoot, I had it. I should have looked a little more closely. I made some assumption that was wrong, but we can do this. We can do the 1, 1, and then now we can do 2, 3, and we have this blank. Okay. I shouldn't have backtracked. I didn't have to backtrack. I was fine. Oh well. Let's do the hard pips. Oof. Okay. 5. How many 5s do we have? We have a 5, 3 and a 5, 4. So, and then we need this all to add to 4 with no blanks. So it has to be all 1s. So a 1 is going to peek down into here. We have a 1, 4 and a 1, 3. So I don't know which way we're going, but I'm just going to make a guess here. I'm going to say 1, 3 here and hope I'm right. And so that means I need the 4, 5 to go here. Now this could change. We could swap those two, but it's going to be basically that. Now I think that means the 1, 1 has to go here. Okay, and then now either 1, 6 or 1, 4. Oh, we need a bunch of equals. What do we have that's all equal? I need 5 of them. I should have noticed that earlier. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I technically have 5 3s if I use that. 4s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 5 4s. But I have none of those I have 5 of right now, so I'm getting to 7 wrong somehow. So I could do 5. Ooh. How's this going to work? This is forced, I think. It doesn't have to be the ones, though. Is there some way to force it this way? 17 and 4 doesn't feel hard. I think knowing what 5 go in here is important. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes. Oh, I have 6 threes. So I can use the 5 3 here, and I still have 5 threes left. So now I need a 4 something. What do I have for? I have a 4 1 and a 4 5 and a 4 4 and a 4 3. I think I'll stick with 1 being here, because this needs to be a double. So it's either going to be 1 1 or 3 3. But I think we're using the threes up here. And so now, do we have a 1 3? We do. That would mean we need a domino that adds to 10. 6 4 5 5. We do not. So we're not doing that. We're probably doing the 1 6 over here, and then I need a 4 3, which we do have. And now this has to be the 3 3. Oh, it doesn't have to be. It could be a 3 with something bigger than 3, but we don't have that anymore. Okay, so I think it's the 3 3 up. Oh no, we're going to need a 3 with something bigger than 3 going into here. Oh no, less than 3, sorry. 3 with a less than 3. I read that right backwards. 3 2 then, maybe. And then now this has to be the 3 3, and then we could do the 3 1 here. I don't know if 1 is too small for that. 17. 4 8. I think I might want to swap these. 3 2 here. 3 1 here. So now these 3 need to add to 15. That's still 3 5s. I still don't have enough. Oh, shoot. Where did I go wrong? This 3 4 maybe? Where did I go wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 4s, and this 7 uses a 3 and a 4. So this felt right up until now. How do I get to 17? Because I need 15 and 3, which means I need to average 5 per. And I'm definitely not doing that. Oops, I did not mean to drag that out. So where did I go wrong? Do I need to start over? All right, let's think about this again. I do think these are 3s. I think there's no other option. So we have a 3 1, a 3 2, a 3 3, a 3 4, and a 3 5. There's just not a 3 6. Now, I think the 3 5 had to go here. Otherwise, this is going to be 4, and then we use up a 3 this way. You know what? I think that's what happens. Ooh, I think I had it almost right. I didn't have to clear it out. So this is going to be 5 4, and then I'm going to use up my 3 1 doing this. Then I still do the 1 1 here, and then I still do the 1 6 over here. And then now I need the 4 3 over here. And then we'll use up the 3 2 here, the 3 3 here. And now I have a 3 5, which is much bigger, obviously. Now these 3 add to 12, so we're going to do all 4s. And so we do the 1 4 here, which is less than 3, and the 4 4. All right, I almost had it. So all I had to do was pull out, like rearrange this part a little bit. Instead of using 1 4 here, I would use the 1 3, and then I would use the 5 4 here instead of 5 3. And then that would have allowed me to fix it. Okay, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. All right, cancel on plans at the last moment. I know what they're going for, but I can't think of it. Shade of light purple. Okay, blank acid, protein builder. Lactic? No. Amino acid. Sarcastic, yeah, sure. Sardonic boss on Parks and Rec. Can't remember. Stylish panache. Yikes. Party game that tests how low you can go. That is Limbo. This is Ron Swanson, right? Okay, it came to me. Visitor from outer space is an alien. Philosopher who posed the question, what can I know? Huh. Environmentally friendly prefix. Bio? Cancel on plans at the last moment. Oh. Is it not bio? Shade of light purple. Sarcastic, yeah, sure. I bet. Stylish panache is flare. So this is flake. And this is eco. And this is lilac. There we go. What was this one? Kant. Kant said, how can I know? Okay. Probably could have just guessed the philosopher was Kant, but didn't come to me. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is pour it on. So like syrup? That's my initial thought, but I don't actually see syrup anywhere. We have corn, maybe? Corn. Oh, corny, maybe? I didn't think it was spelled that way, but I can't get to the Y. So I was like, maybe I don't know how to spell corny. But no, maybe I can do corny some other way. Whew, there seems like a lot of ways that almost spell corny, but I can't quite get there. All right, like, is it that though? Pour it on. Like when you're pouring it on, you're being very dramatic, right? You're over dramatic is kind of the way to put that. But it doesn't have to be that. We have shoe. We have wax. Wax. Does SH do something? I don't know what this X is doing. Pour it on. Madam? Madam, I madam? Corn this way. Definitely not corn on its own. Corny this way. Huh. ALK. Moco. Recon. Pour on the recon. I'm going to start with a hint. Flax. Cashew. Macadamia. I mean, is it macadamia? So kind of nuts-ish. Wait, dairy? No. Walnut? No. Macadamia, flax, and cashew. What's our spanogram? So we have to hit this. The spanogram ends with this. Does it have to do with nuts or like stuff you put on in your yogurt, maybe? I don't know. That seems weird. Not that. Trail mix. Cocoa. Oh, coconut. Why nuts? Norm McDonald. So we go from N to K. That's our spanogram. Oh, no dairy milk. Non-dairy milk. I was like, no dairy milk is a weird thing to say, but sure. Yeah, okay, these are kinds of milk. I see. Almond. Got it. Things you would make milk out of that are non-dairy. So, non-dairy milk substitutes. All right, cool. I've not heard of flax being used that way. For cashew milk, the only time I've heard that used is in ice cream, non-dairy ice cream. I've not heard of macadamia being used that way. I've heard of rice milk, coconut milk, and almond milk for sure. And they're missing oat milk, but I guess oat is too short. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's spin the bonus wheel, see what our members are having us play today. All right, Brit Blue suggested Squirtle. Let's load that up. All right, so this is the daily Squirtle. I'm going to start with steel and we'll go from there. Okay, so these clues tell us we're trying to solve 6 Wordles at once. And that cross each other. And these clues kind of tell us the similar concept to what green, yellow, and gray would normally tell us in Wordle, but about multiple words at once. So this yellow T, with the arrows pointing left to right to remind us, tells us that in this word horizontally, there is a T, it's just out of place. But vertically, there is no T. And it would tell us whether there was a T here or a T here, even though it's not a word. E is doing the same thing. The L is saying, hey, in this vertical word here, there is an L, it's out of place, but in the horizontal word, there is no L. The orange A is telling us that both horizontally and vertically there's an A, it's just out of place for both. The white is telling us those letters are in the word somewhere, or in a word on the grid, just not in the two that, not in that row or column. And then if we get a black one, which we will eventually, black tells us that it's not in the puzzle at all. We can just completely ignore it now. So We have to guess them in order. So we're guessing this word next. And obviously, we guess both of these simultaneously. So neither of these have an E in it, and that's all we know. So maybe we'll just get 5 new letters. What's a good, like, 5-letter word? We want R, we want N, maybe an I or an O. What about the word groan? That's pretty fun. Let's try that. Oh, wow. So we have learned that the G, the O, the W, and the N aren't in the puzzle at all. That's actually really good info. And there's an R somewhere. It's right there. Okay, so this got placed. So I'm wondering if this is the TR word. I don't know much more. I know this vertical one has an L, but we know it's not in this horizontal. So maybe we just want... I would like to try an A right here, if possible. What about the word decay? Because I always like trying to end in Y here, because notice these two words share a common ending letter, and that they tends to be a Y. It's just the way the puzzle's constructed. So let's see if that works. And it tests the A here. Where does the A go vertically? All right, so no D or C in the puzzle. Since both of these A's point at this column, but not there, this is guaranteed to be an A. So I can notate that. I haven't actually guessed it there. It doesn't count. But I use the filled circle to say I know for a fact that that is an A. Now there's a Y in this horizontal word, but it's not in the vertical. That's a surprise. All right, so I don't know. Both of these words have A's in them. So I'm guessing this first word again. It's got a T, E, and A in it, but they're out of place. And I'm wondering if this is the T. So maybe we would put like the A here and then the E here. It makes a whole lot of sense. There's no L. There's an R somewhere. I mean, there's an R here, but there could be an R at the end here. So it could be an aider word other than we know this isn't a T. We know it's not a, what am I trying to say? An L. It's not later and it's not tater. Mater? I'm going to guess mater. See if I'm on the right track. All right, it is an aider word, just not one of the ones I thought of. Oh, probably eater, maybe? Oh, yeah, there is an E here. So this could be eater. This was an R. Yeah, okay. And this was TR. Okay, so a lot of my instincts were right. I do think this is our E for eater. There's an R somewhere here. Are we doing like an R-Y-E here? I wonder if we're dryer. No, there's no D. Feels like this should be R, though. So I should try a word that ends in Y, but I'm actually going to get some new letters for the horizontal. Anything pointing up that's interesting? I don't know. So what I want to do is end in an AY here, I think. Although, no, this won't be a Y anyway. I wonder. What do we think this word is? With TR and then maybe ending in Y. That's actually kind of hard, isn't it? Especially since this letter here definitely isn't E. But it has to go before an A and after an R. So it has to be a vowel that can go before A. So U or I guess. What about an I? Oh, but then like, truly is a word. This could be truly. This could be UA. But how are we doing UA in this context? Because it's not QUA, I don't think. You know what? This isn't an E, so it can't be equal. Ooh, that would have been nice, though. I'm going to guess equal anyway to see if I'm on the right track. All right, it is UAL, but there's no Q. I'm not surprised about that, to be honest. I think truly is correct. I like this as something like dryer. Briar is a word? No. Proper noun, I guess. Fryer? Okay. Interesting. So, this is ruler, probably. What is this word with Y-E-R? This is almost certainly truly. What does this? Usual does it. That would make sense. We know there's an S somewhere. And then... what the heck does this? Shoot, I need to think of this word. If I could think of this word, it would help because I get the last letter of this word. We know there's an E, we found it. We know there's an R, and an R, we found it. We found the Y. Oh, there's an A in this word. I didn't even remember that. Of course it couldn't have been that, what I guessed then. Do we think this is the A or this? No, this can't be the A, so the A is actually placed. Okay, so it's something like pair, equip. Oh, but there's no Q. I already tried Q. Otherwise, equip would be perfect. Can it still be a P? What else would there be? Maybe it is still pair? I don't see another word. What goes E something U something P? That's so weird. Erupt might be just something to gas. I know there's no T. Getting it now would be great. Like, then we're basically done, but obviously erupt doesn't actually end in P also. But I was just thinking it would tell me if there was a P vertically, which is helpful. All right, that's what I'm going to do because I can't think what's going on here. Okay, so we're almost guaranteed that this is a P at this point because this P is pointing some down. It's either that or EPU. We're guessing this now. So I need to think of a word that has S second and L fourth, which will finish the vertical word and the horizontal word. And ideally, it would be something that helps me figure out this vertical word, but that might be too much to ask for. So what can I do that's S, something S, something L? I could do like a double L ending if that helps. Maybe an E at the end. It's really hard to put that S second. Probably have to start it with a vowel. Is there like a TS word or a PS word? Shoot. I mean, I don't have to do this, but it'd be really nice to finish both of those at once so I don't have to come back around. Is something like isile a word? Or usile? Or azile? Or azile? Esile's a word. Perfect. So I got both of those words finished. Okay, so now it's... Unfortunately, I can't finish payer and ruler at the same time. I do want to see if this word is payer, though. And I may as well do pause, which will tell me if this U is pointing up, then we know that that's definitely a U. We won't make a mistake. Okay, so this U points up, so we do know it's a U. So that's guaranteed now. Now I just have to figure out this word. What does that? What goes before that P? Is there another vowel? It can't be an A or an E. It could be an I or a U. Not another U. So is there like a... I mean, equip. Oh, no, the Q was white, not black. It is equip. It was equip the whole time. And I was thinking, for some reason in my head, the Q ended up black. If I had noticed when I guessed the Q that it was white and there's a Q in the word, I would have absolutely jumped on that. Oh, man, that was a mistake. Oh, well, I got through it. You were yelling. There's a Q. There is a Q. Just sometimes just like I assume a result and just like that's what I see, even if it's not actually what's displayed. Happens all the time. All right. Well, that was fun. Let me know how you did. And if you would like to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the videos that I created today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.